Representative Fred Upton has held his Republican seat in the U.S. House for well over 30 years now, and he's hoping to keep it that way come 2021. Let's take a look at Michigan's 6th district here. You can see it's in the southwest portion of Michigan. Let's bring up these totals here. Fred Upton, been an incumbent since the late 80s, but faced his closest race yet back in 2018. You can see up against Democratic nominee Matt Longjohn, only winning by 4 points or 13,000 votes total. Let's take a look at some of these counties that typically vote red, and that's where he saw some of these bigger leads. Up here in Allegan County, a big lead for Upton, or even down here in St. Joe County where he's from, another big lead. But Kalamazoo County typically voting Democratic, giving a big lead to the Democratic nominee back in 2018, and that could be another concern this year who he's facing off against. State Rep John Holdley represents Kalamazoo County in the legislature, so that's adding another twist to this as Upton looks to hold his seat for another 2 years.
We're working hard. Our effort right now is getting out the vote, and we feel pretty good about where things will be on Tuesday, but we're not going to give up until then.
Fred Upton's been through and won nearly 20 elections, and he remains confident less than a week before this one.
We have some really tough times right now. We need to work together. I've got the network. I've got the friends on both sides of the aisle. I'm a vice chair of the Bipartisan Problem Solvers Caucus, 50 members of Congress. We leave our political labels at the door and we work together.
Upton says his experience in Congress and bipartisan relationships are why he's best suited to continue representing Southwest Michigan in D.C. He believes his challenger, Democratic State Rep John Holdley, is too far left.
He has a very partisan ranking up in Lansing. My record's quite a bit different. I've got a record of working with both sides of the aisle, and I think that's going to be the real difference versus, particularly the progressive stands that he has in terms of raising taxes and defunding the police.
The Republican says the top issue he wants to solve is getting more COVID relief to West Michiganders and small businesses.
And of course, we have to find more money for testing and a vaccine. Right in Kalamazoo, Pfizer, our largest employer, is now starting to produce tens of millions of doses. That's a very good thing. We want them approved safely by the Food and Drug Administration. I had a hand in that approval process, expect that it's going to happen. It's creating jobs here for sure, but more important, it's going to be the way that we restore our way of life when we get the testing as well as the vaccine.
You can find out even more about the race in Michigan's 6th Congressional District if you head to fox17online.com, where we also have a profile of Democratic nominee John Holdley. In the studio, Aaron Parsegian, Fox 17 News.